While Bitcoin dumped towards the downside yesterday, it exactly found support on my target I talked about yesterday, and ever since it's been bouncing back towards the upside. And on today's update video, I will talk about the next gigantic move that Bitcoin is about to get created. I will talk about my price targets, the Bitcoin spot ETF flows, and many more important data points, which is going to tell us something about where Bitcoin is heading towards next and where we should be preparing for right now. So don't get trapped in this market, in this current situation here, because I believe we are at the beginning of a far greater exponential move for Bitcoin. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap that like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So yesterday I talked that Bitcoin indeed was creating a rounding top, and I thought that we were creating, of course, a Bitcoin bear trap. And of course, yes, eventually we did broke below this level, but like I explained in yesterday's video, I said if we were to be breaking this support, I think that Bitcoin is going to be finding massive support around that previous all-time high, and that is exactly what happened. Bitcoin went towards the previous all-time high, of course retested that $70,000, which was previously around massive resistance for Bitcoin, and currently is clearly flipped into support. So this is also a level in the upcoming days and in the upcoming weeks, if we were to be ever coming back towards this level, a level where you should keep your eyes wide open on, because apparently this is a level where Bitcoin is bouncing from very strongly, and that is why I should definitely keep your eyes wide open on this level. And if we were to be ever retesting it again, it would be a very big opportunity. So on Monday, BlackRock actually bought $562 million worth of Bitcoin, and literally yesterday we started to see that Bitcoin, of course, had quite a big sell-off. So apparently people are selling, but while this is happening, BlackRock is still buying. This is a thing I want to be pointing out. Today's data is still not out. Apparently the data is coming out a little bit later than usual, but yeah, of course we want to be staying up to date about the data. Follow me on X, because once the data comes out, I'm always the first one to straight away post it on X. So if you want to be staying up to date about the Bitcoin spot ETF flows, make sure to follow me on Twitter. We had a total net inflow of $500 million. So while you are potentially panicking right now, and while you potentially panic sold Bitcoin yesterday on this dump towards the downside, you have to understand that still BlackRock and these large players in the market are buying millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin every single day. And this is why I don't believe that it is a good time to be bearish on the Bitcoin price action right now. And while we're looking at Bitcoin, we're actually starting to create a new consolidation phase, and I think a big breakout is going to be happening anytime soon. So you can clearly see, if I'm starting to zoom in here, Bitcoin is creating a downward sloping resist line here on that 1 hour time frame, and every single time so far in this trend here, Bitcoin has seen a lot of rejections from of this 1 hourly upward sloping resistance line, right? So you can see, boom, 4 times we got rejected by this level, and then right now here we got this level flipped into support. So right now we can see a very important level from the lower side of support and an important downward sloping resist line, and we're creating somewhat of a symmetrical triangle right now. And if we were to be breaking out of this pattern right here, my price target is going to be sitting somewhere around 74.5k. So that is of course already significantly higher than we're currently trading on. And if you were to be taking this as a trade, it's like a 3% move towards the upside. And of course, if you're trading with leverage, you could make quite a significant gain on this potential breakout Bitcoin is about to be creating here. So if Bitcoin were to be breaking this downtrend on the 1 hour time frame, and how this downtrend gets broken is of course with a confirmed 1 hourly candle above it, and basically once we see that retest of that level, that will be the opportunity where you want to be entering. But that could be a next upcoming trade you should be looking at potentially, because yeah, Bitcoin is definitely about to be getting ready for another move. And what is very important to identify, and why I believe it's smart to only look at long positions, of course we know that BlackRock is buying millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin every single day, but also the fact of the matter is that Bitcoin is creating higher low after higher low after higher low, and I don't think that this is a trend you should be fading. Also on these wicks towards the downside, look at this. Every single time Bitcoin dumps towards the downside, it is getting bought up very quickly. Boom, bought up, boom, bought up, boom, bought up, boom, bought up. And what is one thing in common that happens every single time once we do see such a big wick here? Of course, people get liquidated out of the market, and also a lot of traders, they think, oh, now I want to get out of Bitcoin because I'm afraid. But boom, after that, always we go higher. So here we go higher. And then here, we created that big wick here. Boom, we go higher. And then here, once again, we had that big wick on the lower side. And what happens? Bitcoin goes higher. Right now, once again, big wick on the lower side. What will happen next? I think Bitcoin is going to be going higher. And for that, you want to be looking, of course, at the symmetrical triangle. But this is, once again, a clear indication that most likely we're just going to be having another gigantic push towards the upside any moment right now. And the trend is your friend till it ends. And right now, the trend looks to be still extremely bullish for Bitcoin. And you have to understand that currently, we are indeed breaking above the weekly Fibonacci, the weekly all-time high. Bitcoin is at an all-time high right now here, and historically speaking, once this happens, it usually takes only 2 to 3 weeks before reaching that first extension level, which once again, I will say it, sounds quite ridiculous because it's sitting around $102,000, but it is most likely going to get reached far, far quicker than you are right now expecting. So if you want to be taking a breakout trade right here, or if you want to be accumulating the best altcoins that are currently available in the market, Bybit is the place because Bybit is the fastest listing exchange out there with the best gems and also the most amount of pairs you could be trading. So if you're interested, go to the link description of today's video where you can find a link to Bybit, and Bybit allows you to also right now get a $30,000 deposit bonus if you sign up an account using the link below. And without this link, it's only 400, so it's a win-win situation if you are interested in trading Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies on Bybit. Further on, guys, if we are going to be diving deeper in towards the content, of course, the daily time frame on Bitcoin is going quite exponential, and which is very interesting to see is that, of course, on the weekly RSI, we're getting overbought, but historically speaking, always once the weekly RSI is overbought is an historical signal that we are in an exponential growth period in the market. And just like it was in 2020, I don't think it's a bearish signal at all in the market, but it means that markets can move very quickly in this stage of the market. So you should also be prepared that Bitcoin is most likely going to be moving up very quickly, and I should definitely not trade against this trend. So just like if you were going short anywhere in this region right here, you would have most likely got wrecked, and maybe then at the end you catch the top here, but most likely you've been liquidated many times before. So don't trade against this trend. I think it's highly stupid to be doing so. And of course, like you can see, Bitcoin is already officially breaking above its all-time high, and usually that is the point where we go quite exponential. So maybe you could have catch this move from high to low, 5% correction, but you have to understand that, of course, if anyone's shorted in his move towards the downside, he's already getting liquidated because Bitcoin pushed up another 5% towards the upside. So don't be stupid, don't be silly, don't trade against this trend here, and which is very important to understand that basically all the historical signals are once again pointing towards exponential growth. We can see the 2-week EMA also flipping bullish right now has been happened every single time. Every single time once this happened, the Bitcoin bull market started. But of course, that's not a thing I need to say here because the Bitcoin bull market is indeed already here. And you can clearly see that from the price behavior. Also, in 36 days, we're going to get the Bitcoin halving. And just like Michael Saylor said, I think this is going to be a far greater buy the news event instead of a sell the news event, because still with BlackRock buying like millions of dollars every single day worth of Bitcoin, it is most likely going to cascade the Bitcoin price action way, way higher instantly after the Bitcoin halving happens. So don't get trapped right now. Don't get fooled for all these jokes that are getting made by people saying that the Bitcoin halving is going to be a sell the news event. And guys, if you were looking to be making like extreme wealth, of course, I do believe that it's still going to be happening in altcoins. You can clearly see we've been having a massive reaccumulation phase, and right now we're once again in the expansion phase for the altcoin cycle. And I believe that, of course, Ethereum is going to be one that is going to be massively benefiting from it. Also, with the ETF coming up anytime soon here, I believe that Ethereum is a very big trade that is about to come up. But of course, there are also many other altcoins where you can make a lot of money with. If you're interested in trading altcoins, go to my second channel called Altcoin Rover, where I'm explaining my top picks in altcoin every single day. So subscribe to that channel as well. But yeah, looking at a big trade I am currently taking, and this is in my opinion quite low risk here. I sold a lot of my Bitcoin off to be buying Ethereum. Ethereum so far has not really moved against Bitcoin yet here, but I do believe it's going to be happening anytime soon. So make sure to prepare yourself accordingly for that. But also Ethereum clearly in an uptrend right now on that 4-hourly time frame. But look at the 4-hourly trend. It is absolutely insane how strong this trend is. And you maybe think, oh, but this looks like a 1-hour chart. No, guys, this is a chart of 36 days. Ethereum has been going up for 36 days straight for an approximately 77% here, which is quite insane. Of course, Bitcoin has done similar numbers, but yeah, Ethereum is most likely going to be the one that is going to be overtaking Bitcoin eventually in terms of pace and in terms of performance. So Ethereum is about to hit a new all-time high as well. It is still lagging behind a little bit behind Bitcoin. The previous all-time high was sitting around 4,800, but my target is around 12 to 13K in this upcoming Bitcoin Altcoin bull run, and that will be still 3x from here on, which is definitely very insane in my opinion. So this is it for me in today's update video. If you did learn something from this video, make sure to slap up that like button, subscribe to this channel, go to my altcoin channel where I'm trying to upload a video every single day. I'm trying to upload a video later today as well, but otherwise it will be tomorrow. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching towards the amazing new video here on the channel, and see you guys back tomorrow on another update video. Peace out. Goodbye.